Basically, at SUNMUD, we have three founders. My name's Charles, I go by Charlie, Muddy Cruz, and Miles. And, we started just making products for ourselves. Muddy Cruz was really into the holistic product making space. And that was almost 10 years ago. And to be honest, the first sunscreens she made were pretty crappy. They didn't work as well as, this formula that we have now. But it was fun, and we could control the quality of the ingredients and what we were putting on our skin. And about 4 or 5 years ago, Miles was, interested in making sunscreen and started kind of working on it with us. And a little bit after that, friends were like, hey, this stuff's pretty good. You guys should sell it. So utilizing my engineering background, the passion and skills from Monty Cruz and Miles, and just that excitement, that buzz of working together with friends and developing something new and cool and testing the market, it's really exciting, having the control of selecting the best ingredients from the best suppliers from, and not having the pressure of trying to turn it into a business early on was something I attribute to our success. And over the years, we tested the market, we got some early traction, we changed a couple things up, we met with experts on, chemists and other people, skin experts, dermatologists, you name it. We've done interviews like you're doing right now with thousands of people. Just informally in the lineup, when I'm surfing next to somebody's got sunscreen on their face, I'll paddle up, hey bro, what's going on, man? Hey, I'm curious, what sunscreen are you using? Why do you like it? Little things like that. And just collecting all of this data really helped us make a more successful company and successful product. When you do something with a lot of intention, I think that you get a more kind of genuine response from the customers, from the people. And then you can, as an engineer and as a scientist, you have all these hypotheses that you're trying to make, and then you can test them in a way that will give you valuable feedback. One of the early hypotheses we had was like, okay, people want a tinted sunscreen that makes the sunscreen the color of their skin, right? And we tested that. We tested different ways to tint it. That was one of the biggest efforts we had, actually. And Miles spent a great deal of time trying to get the tints correct for most people. Everybody's skin's different, but we can't discount that aspect of it, right? The voice of the customer really showed us that is something they value, and that is something that they demand in a product. So having all of these different experiences, the different data, the different skill sets, and overlapping them all and kind of meshing them all together, about 3 years ago, we were like, okay, this thing's got legs. Let's make this company into something, and let's go for it. It's our original formula. The clay makes your skin feel really nice. People have been using clay for centuries for its benefits. If you have sensitive skin, the clay is really, really nice on sensitive skin. It does act as a physical barrier from the sun, so that kind of gives you a little extra protection. But it's just really nice. It makes your skin feel great. Everything we do is looked through the lens of sustainability. The product packaging. We ask our manufacturers to switch out the type of ink. We select one type of printing process over another type of printing process because it's cleaner for the environment. As a consumer, when you go to purchase a product and you're like, how wasteful is it? Like, maybe you would think of, okay, we use soy-based ink, plant-based ink. Great, right? But what type of printer is it on? What type of paper is it on? We had to work with our manufacturer to get rid of the plastic laminate that's on top of the paper in order to make it more eco-friendly. Aluminum tins. We chose the aluminum because it's more durable than the cardboard, but it's also lighter weight. So for shipping purposes, you have less emissions. It is more durable than glass, and it's actually more recyclable than glass. Glass is recyclable, but if you break glass, it doesn't become recyclable. But aluminum actually is very recyclable, infinitely recyclable, right? Like you see a lot of cans and a lot of people recycling cans. There's reason for that. It's also less energy intensive to make the aluminum than to make the glass. So glass is very, very high temperatures, which is energy intensive. Shipping the glass, even just from the manufacturer to the facility where you're gonna fill it, then shipping it to the retailer, shipping it to the customer, right? It just all of that weight, everything adds up. So we take it very seriously, and it's something that we're really proud of. Most people don't see that side of a company and see what goes into all of the thought and the effort and the time and all of that goes into making a product. If you want the cheapest thing out there, that's not our company. That's not what we stand for, because the cheapest thing, generally, in order to make it that cheap, you have to cut some corners or do some things that are not sustainable.